Hola. So, this is my last stream of the week. I did it. I got to. Well, I didn't stream Monday. I streamed almost all the week, which is amazing. I great in consistency. And I did all that while going to the gym. So, what I'm gonna do next week is actually put effort on this, start promoting, and start doing things. I actually have to start getting a plan and all that. Yeah, I think as I started, this is good. From randomly doing it to myself, now I started posting on Twitter. It's a step forward. I go into consistency. 2026, I will put way more effort. But let's see. What I have here is actually like I was working on this during the event. I don't like this. During my event that I went, the Artist Alley, I was actually working on this because sometimes the day will go low and I didn't know what to do. So I prepare a screen so it will have like I will be inside my booth drawing this. Oh my god, it looks so clear in this string. I will be drawing on this and then on my I will be drawing on my iPad. It will stream it to my computer and then on my laptop, and then my laptop will be sent to a screen that is in front of the booth so you can see me drawing this. Now when I wasn't drawing on this, it will be passing pictures like drawings I have done before, which didn't really have any thematic or anything. Now I didn't receive that many commissions and a lot of I received only 2, which I think is okay for like the first time I'm doing this window plan or whatsoever. So I was there. I have like a better plan that I'm gonna be doing this time. I need to check because I need a better printer too. And I was having in mind the cost of that. But what I'm gonna try to do this time is I'm gonna try to get Clip Studio Paint because the perpetual one will cost the same amount if I just buy this app to stream it, but I will get the 3D models, which is the thing I love the most. So that and my iPad is dying, and I think it's a bad investment to buy something to stream on my iPad when the iPad is just like gonna be gone soon. So having that in mind, I was like, okay, I'm just probably gonna invest on Clip Studio Paint more. Then in my 2, I have like this giant screen, like I stream on my 11 inches iPad, but I actually have like I have a giant Huion I bought for second hand. So I technically can just draw there, it will be easier. But yeah, I have to check all that for the bands. If I can change my Clip Studio from one account to the other, then I think it will be a better investment to just get that. And then I can get a little tablet and draw on the computer, and you will still see me draw at the same time. I don't know, because I think it will be better if I just have other images going on in the screen while I work on the iPad, because I noticed a lot of people stopping and watching, but it was more like, oh, there is a screen, and then they stop and watch the drawings. I didn't think they stop and watch me work, which I did mainly because like the person next to me was actually working, and then you can see them working in their drawing screen, and then you can see their laptop. So I was like, oh, that's cute that they're doing exactly the same as me. So I was like, I wanna do the same thing. So I will stream it once in a while, but then at the same time their work will be better than mine, so I wasn't sure about that. Like someone pass by, see their work, and they see mine, and it's like, there's a big difference between you two. So like I was thinking about that. Probably I should just have informatic things, like maybe pass the products I do in there. So no, cause like the thing is like I thought, oh, you see me draw your commission, but then something I didn't have in mind, or people can see me work in their commissions, but something I like didn't have any in mind is one. Most people didn't go the instructions. It's like I put it and it's like okay, come on, so you can see my commissions and the prices, and then the digital screen next to it. So I just assume people will know they're gonna make it digitally. But the first person wanted me to do in the blogs for artists, and I was insecure about it, but like I didn't want to say no because I was so cute. I always wanted to drawing on this, those, and I was like, I didn't come true that they wanted to collect my art, so I did it. But I only have like I always carry a pencil and a pen, so I only have that. Like luckily for me, because if I didn't have anything, it would have been worse. So they were okay with it, but I wasn't okay because I was thinking like, damn, if I was a professional artist, it would have been like way better. It's like I don't know, like part of me is like, am I even a professional artist? So like I was like self-conscious the whole time doing their drawing, but and they said that they didn't like, they really like it, and then they left happy. Like, so I'll just be less conscious about that. But at the same time, it's like I don't know, because the second person actually got it digital, and I expressed the process. So where do I have the digital drawing? Like my idea was like I got a digital tablet. Then the digital tablet here, because I make a frame for it. You cannot see a button, so you cannot press the buttons by accident. I do not children. So then I made this whole thing where it's like, okay, you are seeing three drawings, which this one work perfectly. Like you seeing three drawings and they three have prices. This is the one people choose always. They will pay me and everything, but I feel after that it was not clear. Next week I have like a button machine with two buttons example. No, this look bad. Okay. With like example, and then the example have a price and it's like $20. So then I explained that I will do this commission, and then this commission will transform into like a button. And then this button, like for this whole process of making it, cause like I didn't even finish it myself. I have to call my mom to like help me, cause it was like hard to press. Tell them like for this thing, it will cost $20 just for the materials into making a button. And then they were like, okay, and then they pay for it. And I was like, okay, but the amount of people they kind of have to stop to explain this, and I don't want to judge people, but some people weren't like the nicest of talking about this. And I know that like all of these events are like sometimes you will see a lot of people who have like issues socializing. I normally have okay people that's like very awkward talking to me, and I'm okay about it because I'm very awkward already. So I talk, but then there's sometimes people that's like, you are lucky, just like screaming at me. You're like talking very rudely to me. This is rough. Don't like what the fuck is this? Um, I know you don't mind that. I will cry. I have to like smile and be like, oh, this, because I just have to like, or I cry, or I fight you back, and I try to not, because I know you're not trying to be mean, but like, why are you screaming at me? So I try to do the layout so they are easier to make. So they like people will not have questions. I think I even will like I can write tie, but I don't know the meaning. So I can just get someone to write me instructions and I can write it down. Oh, what is this? What? Oh, I need to check something. Wait. Okay, I just got an extra job, so I make some extra money. So I can invest them more in this event that is not gonna give me any money back. Yay! Talk about that show, man. I don't smoke, I don't drink that much. I don't do drugs. But I invest in art that I know have no clients. Just cause I like to see my own art and I like to give them for free. Life. Well, so with this thing was like the whole price thing, but now what I plan to do is because I have my booth, which I have to add the new pictures to it. But what I plan to do, because it's normally just divide on two, I make two little drawings, which is one is dark and the other one is dragon. So I think the dark area is all the pre-made things, because I worked so hard on them. And the dragon is the things we're gonna do at the moment. So what I'm thinking is to do some infographics. Now, infographics don't really need, at least the part I have studied. Infographics don't need words. The goal of an infographic is that you can understand it by just looking at it, so there is no language barrier. I may add them just because I'm not that confident in my own work on infographics. But the concept is that we will explain this. We got two little characters, Dark and Dragon, and that's mainly what I'm gonna be working next week on, just things for the booth, practice studying. It's like, cause at the end I'm a traveling merchant, so I wanna work on these whole things. So just gonna write it here cause I wanna keep in mind. Which, by the way, I love these faces. They were coming very cartoony, which is something I wanna do. Wanna have more cartoony art. I feel I don't normally have very expressive artworks. I have been trying to go for a more anime realistic ones, but I don't know. I think I'm pushing myself so much to it, and I hating it. But that's why I wanna dedicate time to studies, because I wanna really find what I like to draw, what is my art, what style. I like realistic part, like I like to make realistic these, no, not tip, like the. I hate my accent. Okay. And it's like, I like to do that ones. Like, watch a lot of artists that make them. At least, but at the same time, my grandpa was a dentist. And he teach me how to do this one, how to build them. So it may be a big part of why I'm just kind of obsessed with them. Oh, I wanna make some. Should make some and just have them as sex. Oh my gosh, should scale a whole jar. I wanna decorate my room too. But I decided we're gonna stay in here. We're gonna stay here. So I probably wanna do some decoration things, and I decided like, oh yeah, I wanna stay in Thailand. So I may do some decorations for my room. My sister have the idea like, why don't you just make a shop? But I just decided I wanna stay to live here. I don't earn enough to live. And I was like, yeah, why don't I just design my one of my tables, because I have three of my tables to decide to look like a shop, so then I can stream the part when I'm making my shop there. The thing with that is like I don't like to remove bill and everything for events, so I wanna have to think how I do that. Yeah, I wanna dedicate time just to study and see where it goes. So the point is like mainly gonna do that infographic too. So next week we need to do one, my studies. Okay. Second, like upgrading the stream. Third, I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the boot changes. Which for that one, at some point, we need to do some hand cam, which it's okay. I don't think I can buy the fancy hand cam things, but I have a lot of like kind of like glass, like plastic for glass thing that I bought because I wanted to build a window. And then I kind of give up of the design because I realized I would need to like remove a lot of things, and I was like, no, it's okay. I have a lot of that, so what I can do is I'm making myself a clear roof so I can see through it, and then like use the camera I use already for this, and just put it like face down so you can see my hands. At the same time, they have like cause my camera doesn't have anything to grab up. I bought a phone holder, and then I end up using it for the camera because it has the same ending. So I just screw it in. Now it's cool. I can move my mic to that area too because it's just a pura phone. Which I'm very proud of me with my mic. I broke my mic at some point, like the base, trying to put it on because it wasn't the same fit as the base stand I bought. It normally have the problem that it will get out, like it will break easily. So during one class it broke, and I was like, just like today I was taking time. It broke, and I was unsure about what should I do, so I just bought my sound machine, which this is very responsible. Like I keep doing all these projects here, I'm gonna die of something related to my lungs. I grabbed the sound machine, and I start like sanding and molding like the base until I got something, and then I glue it all together. And since then, it doesn't matter how many times I hit the mic accidentally, it does not break, it does not come off. It used to come off like often, so we have to try to glue it back together. But this time that I actually deliver time, so I can build a base. I have 3D, like I have a little 3D machine, it's called, but it's just like a kind of a hot glue cam, but like with a thing that you normally put in 3D machines. So I use that to make a better base. So this time I just sand down the base I did before, putting a way that it will actually fit to the mic, and then I put inside of like a soft clay, molded in the shape they have to be. Then saying I sanded that, and then finally we have like the proper base. So I start gluing everything down, and now it stays. So all that powder I inhaled was useful because now I have a proper mic stand. And I can stand close to my face enough that I need to buy a filter noise because I'm pretty sure you can hear my saliva going around. But yeah, so I want to do my studies. I want to start upgrading the stream. What else? I think that's it. Okay. So the thing I want to do today is not much this. It's a tutorial. Like, cause I actually did already finish other tutorials. Like, this one is the last one I did for Monday, which is the Curate, it's non-song. But I don't have like I don't do the what's it called? The description I don't do it by myself because my Thai is not that good. I normally ask a friend, mainly because while I like this series where they come from, I'm not such a big fan. So I don't know a lot of the fandom jokes or things that go around, but I have a friend who is a way bigger fan. I don't wanna say that me because like I'm the worst person. But like she's just like a good fan of this BL series. And she just don't watch, like I watch BL and I just think like, oh, that's cute, and then I just move on. I don't research the actors, the company. For me, this was just like any other series. But she's actually a big fan of them, mainly the Thai ones. So she learned like all the actors' names and go to actors' events. So then I was like, okay, perfect. Like this one is Domundi. I actually went to the charity event last year. I usually go to see the parents of Non-So in front of me, because this charity event was amazing. Like, the actors were right in front of you. I saw Jimmy. He's so handsome. He gave me water. I have a video of he giving me water. I just see him over like hot man. Mark say hi to me. Okay, but it's like I don't really follow their careers. So I sent it to my friend, knowing that she will know more about like no new see new. I cannot pronounce the names. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she will know more about them, about their series, than I would. So I normally send it to her and I wait for her to send me the description that I'm gonna be using, that is gonna resonate with the fandom. And until she send me the description, I don't know anything. So I promised already that that one was gonna be for Monday. So I gonna push her to give me the description by Monday. But for today Friday post, I just gonna do a little tutorial, a little silly one, so we can mark the end of the GMM era to now doing other mascots. Like Don Mundi didn't, like, they don't have that many stable couples, so they didn't mass produce their mascots. But GMM TV does have a lot. There's like one of the biggest companies here. So then they have like a lot of mascots, a lot of fandoms. So for them it was easier. And he came out with their hiccups, like 3 mascots die. 3 different mascots die in the process. But the ones we have are like good and stable. They all exist, so then I could make them. And now that Non-So exists, Non-So it's a real thing, I feel more comfortable with actually like drawing it. That is not, I didn't thought it was not gonna happen just because the couple is together in real life. And their series that they have participate like are really good, like Cutie Pie is like, don't wanna say one of the first ones I watched. I didn't watch Cutie Pie, I watched the follow-up one. But the point is like, yeah, it's like these are all like strong couples, so I didn't thought they weren't gonna happen. But then they're like, I don't know if the company is really gonna put that much interest or money, or if the fans are that receptive. So I don't know, I just didn't wanna risk it. So then when the mascot finally came out, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a tutorial about that. So I did my tutorial. Now I like just waiting for the caption. But in between these 2 companies, I'm making my little mascot, just so we can mark the end of the GMM era, where I have all that my work cut out for me, and now I have to actually make content for tutorial Mondays and things like that. So my mascot is a dragon, because I'm Dark Dragon, so it's just a Dark Dragon. This one is actually have a very long story, because I write story. I always use my name Dark Dragon when I wrote like about, I don't know, many fanfictions I write about myself. All the stories I write are like, they have the default name Dark Dragon until I decide to change for anything else. This one is my mascot. When I was in university, we have to create character for each person, and I created this one. And I was like, so my name for like artistic name, because you have to do this type of things when you're in branding design. Like, I study a very open career. Okay, so it's like, I study a very open career where you can kind of choose what you want to go for. I think I end up kind of going for illustration. I wanted to study animation. And then at the end I realized, oh, animation is so hard. I'm just gonna go for like illustration. And then illustration is so hard and kind of boring. Just drawing. which is what I'm doing right now. And I was like, oh, maybe that's not the best idea. And I keep going, and then at the end I was like, oh, you know what is not that boring and makes money? Product design. And I end up making products, which I don't like. The whole concept of me doing product design is like, you will imagine I design bottles or things like that. I did design a lot of like products, like I did a milk powder and like other things for university, but I didn't end up doing much of the normal products. I went for things like board games. So my thesis was on a board game that will help you with burnout, how to prevent it, and then like how to catch the signs. So it was all cute. And what else? I dig a lot of stickers and extra things that you can have. So I would say like, yeah, mainly I really like products that have a lot of art and like that. So during the whole period, is one of the things we have to do is create brandings of companies. Like, what does your company have? How do you represent them? Do they have a mascot? Do they have all that? And who is the best company that we can do? By ourselves. So a lot of this marketing was in our own work. Like, wow, who were us? Like, things that I should know when I was like becoming a VTuber or like that, which I don't remember if I was becoming a VTuber by the end of my university, but I presented like a whole project of how like VTubing was a good idea to promote products and companies. And I was proof right like year after I presented my whole project, because a bread company here changed to have a bit like one of the biggest bread companies changed their mascot to be a VTuber. So I was like, yep, and they still #1 company, so kinda makes sense. So I was presenting all this, and part of like the thing you have to do is give yourself a name, give what you call yourself with a name, and then like do a branded design for that. So my name is Dark Dragon. I did that because one, I like dragons, and to implement that, like to go with that support, so because like some artists are nice, some artists are assholes. During this thing, you're kind of forced to ask some questions. So then some people is just gonna use this to attack you and be like, "But why is this? Why is that?" So during my thing, I was attacked a lot, mainly because the first concept of Dark Dragon wasn't the dragon we have now. There's like a dark purplish one, but it was I'm checking, like my business cards are Lido Dragon, so I'm comparing real life with that. So right now it's like I use a Lido something you can say like dark purple, a grayish purple design for the dragon. And then, but back then I just gray. And then people ask me, okay, but why is it called Dark Dragon? I was like, well, I love dragons, and I'm dark skin, as you can see from my VTuber. Like, I'm dark skin, and I like dragons, so I'm Dark Dragon. And they ask me, well, how do we know you like dragons? Just pull up my arms, like, I got at 17, I got a tattoo that says, I'm a dragon. Because back then, like, I think I have taken the Dark Dragon thing since I was 11. So I was pretty sure. So as soon as my parents allowed me at 17, I just went and got a tattoo that says, I'm a dragon. There you go. After that, I have no questions. So I knew my commitment was real. But it was so funny having to go through this process. And then they just went on by like other things. Yeah, they were my bad. So during this whole process, I have to add more color and make more like just work better on these things. Work more, not better. Well, better and more, because I wasn't putting enough effort. But other than that, it was okay. So I just stay with the idea of like Dark Dragon, which I like, because here in Thailand most people talk to each other by their nicknames. So when I Like when everyone came up with their names and artists and their own presentation, it was easier for people to picture these drawings and then remember that and then remember their names. Like I remember there was one of my classmates that put like a little a pink bird because she liked birds when we were doing this whole thing, and a pinky finger, and her name was Pinky. There you go. It's pink. It's a bird because she liked them, so it was easier to remember this. Like her design was amazing. It made me kind of go to change with mine. Mine was like very in the nose. Every other, because a lot of people were doing just graphic design, so a lot of other people were like very smart. There was a girl that was like a brush and a ink, and her name was Inky. So then, of course, like it's very understandable. And then like that to other people, like they all have very good designs. You can see them all with their mascots. I was very nervous when I have to come out and be like, so my mascot is a dragon. And he's dark because I'm dark. And like I feel I wasn't. I thought I was being very like creative. Most people were like, okay. And I was just like crying in the background, like I could do better. Which that was like when my teachers told me the whole university thing. You could do better. Like I don't know, can I? So in honor of that, we are making my little. Like even though I have a lot of mascots for this, I feel like the very in on the nose design of Dark Dragon is always gonna be my favorite. It's always gonna be the one I keep. Just a little Dark Dragon. Okay. Let's add the triangles now. Like the thing with this one is I believe maybe it's gonna be able to do it in I think it's gonna be the easiest to make. So let's drawing a system. Just make her giant chicks in one area, and then the triangle and the box here and that triangle. Okay. Ah shit. Okay. And now I think I'm gonna separate some things like this. So now yep, way better. So 4, now we need to do 2 more and we're done. I see, I forgot to do the circle in the tummy. Okay. This is circle in the tummy, and now we're going here, and we are finishing this part. Okay. Until there's gonna be the last one. Let's do the hamstring. Okay. And then last one. This one is just the face. Look at this cutie. And then the tail should not have mirror to it. The tail. Like her tail is something that have got through a lot of changes. Because see, originally, and still is just like this. I say thanks to how to train your dragon. But this is the original tail. We still have it like this, but when we have little dragon, I even have it like 2D, but it looks too much like a normal tail, so I just keep it like that. So now we can do the actual. Okay. Okay. So now train assistant. We're gonna do this part. Okay, we're almost an hour. Today I only want to stream an hour because I have to clean my room. I feel very sleepy too, so just want to have the little rest before I jump again to just sitting in online class. Like, I know I'm sleepy because I keep fucking falling into the mic. We'll probably go get a snack too. So I just want to finish this tutorial. We can go eat and clean. Yeah. Okay. This is kinda cute. Okay. Get this. Mm, okay. Okay. Does not convince me, but I really wanna read, so. I'm thinking about posting my drawings in Reddit just to see, like, in the group. I have a one account I haven't used it because I thought it was one of my candle drawings. I thought. Um, but I going to see if there is a subreddit for the this BL. Like if I can put my BL artworks on it, like the mascot, like the tutorials to see if they like have any traction there. No, this is that I think the biggest difference between back then and now is that the tail used to be a darker color than the rest. But then now I change it to just be a lighter color because I think it makes more sense. Okay, so it's just two colors for this. Of course, I always add little blush. Mhm. Okay. Okay, I think we will like it looks better. Like some shadow, and we will be finished. Now with the line work too is very simple. Okay. 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 Oh, I like this. Okay. And that's like very simple tutorial for this. Now let's see which color make it pop the most. Okay. This is it. And I'm going to disconnect because I'm very sleepy and I need to eat. Well, this is the last stream of this week. Next week I'll start with one day and I should probably last way more hours on Monday. Since usually Tuesday is a day mainly free. Thursday. Okay. So see you. Ciao ciao.